everybody. It's Jen. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes. All you're going to need today for fitness challenge is yourself, a mat if you want it. We're going to be doing high knees, lunges, abs, push-ups, and burpees. Those are our things. So if you want a weight for your burpee, or if you want weights to do burpees, fine. If you want weights for your walking lunges, that's totally fine too. Make sure you have some water, and we're going to get started in a minute. All right, I got my second water because I think I'm going to need it today. Let me just confirm that we are in fact live. And today is it's not going to be an easy workout, I'll tell you that much right now. I'm going to do the best that I can with my body today. Obviously, I'm still dealing with this lovely wrist issue and will be for a little while. So I'm going to make modifications that I need to do. You make modifications that you need to do. We can do these things high intensity, low intensity, all the intensities. But we do need to have some space. So if you don't have enough space to do walking lunges, you can do alternating. That's totally fine, no worries. But if you have the space to do walking lunges, they do seem to work a little bit different because when you're going forward and back, obviously you're going forward and back. When you're walking, you're pushing off. So if you can, even if that only means walking 2 and turning around and going 2, that's what I'm probably going to do. We're going to do 5 sets in total. Everything's 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So it's not a crazy amount of time, but 15 seconds is not a big break either. So we're going to be going through relatively quickly. We'll have a 30-second break in between. And so it'll be actually 45 seconds between each round. So this is before we have a high knee, we have a walking lunge, we have an ab, we have a push-up, and a burpee. So push-ups and burpees, I'm going to have to modify a little bit due to my wrist. You can do them off a bench, a wall, anything like that. I'll figure out what I'm going to do. Don't worry about what I'm going to do. Worry about what you're going to do. I am going to grab a couple weights out on the ground so I can have a little bit more. Actually, no, I have push-up bars. I'm going to grab those. If you have something like that, great. Make sure you're using them if you need them. And literally a push-up bar are just these, or at least in my case are these. So if you don't have this, you can use a free weight that has a hex pattern to it, and it's literally the same thing, except here I have just nice flat surface. A weight would just have a smaller flat surface. So I'm going to use these for my push-ups and my knees, and probably use these for my burpees as well, and just walk out and back instead of jumping, but you do the modifications you need to do. Okay, so let's just start out. Let's stop talking. Let's just get into it. We have 20 minutes of work, and we're just marching with those feet up and down. So when we do our high knees, you can 1000% do the high knees where you're running, or you can do the high knees where you're just here, having a grand old time. Everything is lower intensity. So let's switch to butt kicker. We're not going to do any butt kickers in class today. If you've already gone for a run, you went swimming, you're good to go, you feel warm, you can totally go into a running version of this. I'm not there, not warm enough yet, so we're going to stick with lower intensity. And we're just going to, let's just go back and forth. And if you want to bring in your arms, kind of aerobic style, please do so. You can have your hands here, you can have your hands here, you can have your hands here. Just anything to get that body warm so you can do the best that you can based on your body today. So let's do a kick, back, a high knee, back, knee, and knee. Once we get this workout started, 1000% blare some music. If you can, makes it go a little faster. Let's do one more of each. Back, in, and back, in. All right, so for our lunges, let's just alternate first. So as I just said, like a minute or so ago, It definitely works the body different, alternating versus walking. So let's do one more here. And now I want you to walk. I want you to go forward, push back, forward, push back. I'm running out of room, so I'm going to turn back. Walk and walk. And you can 1000% have weights here. I am not, but you can. You can also have the weight here. You can put those weights on your shoulders. Whatever you want, come back to your starting point. All right, let's pop to the ground really quick. For our abs today, we have butterfly abs. But if there's a different ab you want to do, I'm not going to stop you. Guess what? I'm not. So what I mean by butterfly is we're going to have those knees out to the side. We're going to have our hands behind our head, and we're going to crunch up and back down. So here. This is what I mean by butterfly abs. If that's uncomfortable, knees up. You want the knees up higher? That's totally fine. If they're in tabletop though, I want a nice 90-degree angle here. I don't want you to do anything else. It's either here, here, or here if you're doing crunches. If you're doing something else, totally fine. Do you. Let's do 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. We're flipping over. We're going into our push-ups. So I'll be on my push-up bars. I'm going to be on my knees. I'm going to have nice neutral wrists. And I'm going to come down. And I'm going to come up. Let's just do 5 here, nice and easy, nice and slow. And if you want to do yours on the wall, totally fine. I'll stand up here on the wall. Let's do 5, 4. My wrist is definitely bent here. 3, 2, 1, and come up. Totally fine. Your wrist can be bent if you have totally normal anatomy. Totally fine. I'm just making an extra curve my wrist right now. And then we're going to do 5 burpees, and we're going to go right into a workout. All right, so for our burpees, I'm going to be stepping back. I'm not going to do the push-up because we just did the push-up. We're going to come down, step out, step in, pop, or just come up on those toes. You can 100% jump those feet back. Let me try one. Down, hop it, come back up. Let's do one more. And this is going to be 30 seconds. Maybe you do 5, maybe you do 1. That's okay. All right, so those are our exercises. And we'll see how well I hold up. If I need to do something different for those burpees, maybe that's too much for me. Too much for my hand today. Can't do it. I'm going to do something else. Maybe a jumping jack. Maybe a mountain climber. Changing it up, doing something that's high intensity for that last bit. That's the idea. All right, so we're going to start. Grab a quick sip of water. Ready to go right through. All right, 3, 2, 1. We have those high knees. Three, 2, 1. Ooh, definitely don't like that noise, but that's okay. We're going to work with it. We're going to work with it. Okay, so we're moving around. In 5 seconds, we start those walking lunges. We're not stopping during those 15 seconds. Maybe that noise isn't so jarring through the wonders of TVs and monitors and screens and internets and stuff, but whew, in this room, it's loud. All right, and take a pause. All right, next up, we have those butterfly abs on the ground. Get yourself ready. Use this as a nice little rest, and we're off. So at least in my personal opinion, we have the high knees at the beginning and the burpees at the end as our little cardio sandwich. And then we have those lunges, the abs and the push-ups, so you have the lower body, the middle body, and the upper body in between. All right, we have our push-ups. Pretty sure I'm gonna be changing that noise during our break, but because I can't do this for 20, do that noise for 20 minutes. I think I had it when we were doing in person, and it was a much bigger room. All right, let's do those push-ups. All right, and then we got our burpees. So standing on up, getting yourselves ready for the burpees. All right, down, back, in, and up. Obviously, you're going to be a little closer to the ground than me, so you'll be more of a true plank than I am. And that's okay. You can do this against a bench, and then you're going to have a different incline than me altogether. Whew. All right, we're taking a break. I'm changing the sound. Moving around, grabbing your water. Okay, I can deal with that. All right, let's take another 30 seconds. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Get some airflow in this room. Definitely feel free to pop on some music. All right, are we ready to start round 2 with those high knees? All right, on your mark, get set, let's go. Get them up, get them up. This is only round 2. You should be nice and warm and not too tired yet. All right, and relax. Much better noise. Okay. I'm not 100% sure if you can hear that now. It might be too quiet, but I promise I will tell you when it's time to stop. We have our walking lunges next. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and go. Gotta bring it closer to the speaker. Got my help. Less than 10 seconds. All right, come back to where you started from, and let's go into those butterfly abs. I like to just finish off. Kind of brings me closer to where I need to be, but if you want to stop exactly at that buzzer. All right, let's go. Ab it out. Now, if you want to make this harder, depending obviously on the placement of your legs, regardless, you don't want to bring that head and chest and shoulders all the way down. You want to keep tension on your abs, which sometimes crunches to me can be harder than sit-ups because during that total top and total bottom, I don't have pressure and tension on those abdominals. 2, 1. All right, we're doing our push-ups. Get yourself ready. And let's begin. get ready for our burpees, round 2 of our burpees. Remember, we only have 5 rounds. It's going to go by quick. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Seconds. All right, we're breaking. Take a break. Now this is a good time. Now that you're warm, are you going to modify in any way? Are you going to add weights? All right, we have 23 more seconds left of our break. I never like to modify too early in the routine, just so I know that I'm warmed up and good, unless obviously I'm working on an injury. But this is a really good time to know, because you feel like you're good and ready. All right, we're starting with those high knees in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and we're off. And break. Lunges. Moving around. Bringing that heart down a little bit before we go right back into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, into our abs. Then feel free to change up the abs if you like. I think maybe this time I'll do it with my knees raised. My little tabletop. Especially if having those knees out to the side is uncomfortable for you. Let's see, I have my feet up high. I want to be at this nice 90 degree at the hip and 90 degree at the knee, and even 90 degree at the ankle. Let's just go all out with the 90s. Thankfully it's not 90 degrees anymore. It was 55 this morning when I woke up. It was beautiful. Now, it's not that cool. All right, into our push-ups. Oh, I love it waking up, being covered in blankets. For September, October, beautiful months. All right, push-ups. Okay, and then getting into our burpees. Whew. Three, a 2, a 1. and one. All right, round number 3 is done. All right, we have 2 more rounds left. Hopefully I'm not the only one huffing and puffing. Makes me feel a little better when I know people are working out, maybe not necessarily right with me at the same time, but at some point in the next week, couple days, you're going to be feeling just as miserable as I am right now. All right, high knees. And then lunges. Round, round. Right. Lunge. Lunge. All right, abs. All right, crunch it on up, or do your thing. Flip it over. Two and one. It's burpee time. We only get 1 more minute of worth of burpees. 30 seconds here and 30 seconds for our last round. That's much doable. Actually, I lied. I think we're going to have to make some modifications for our last round because we're running out of time. All right, so I'm gonna change our timer for our last round. We're gonna do 20 seconds of each exercise. Boom, 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 boom. No rests. Take your rest now. think we're ready. Or not. There we go. All right, hopefully this worked. We're going to run from right to the other to the other. If it takes you a second to get there, not a problem. You're just going to go, go, go. We'll start with the high knees. Let's go. Three, two, one. Walking lunges. Woo. We lose 10 seconds of exercise, but we also lose 15 seconds of recovery. So there, it's pretty close when evening itself out. All right, abs. We're already in it. Woo. Push-ups. Go, go, go. All right, burpee. 10 seconds. Get two more in, maybe. One more. Woo. All right. How's that? Walk around. Bring that heart rate down. Whew. Sweaty today. All right. We have a few minutes here. Let's hold on for balance. And just swing that leg forward. Other leg. All right, cross one leg over. Roll it down, stretching out the back of that leg. Coming up, other side. Come on up, cross it over, sit back. Come on up, bring it from behind. Other side, cross it over, sit back. Come on up, bring the leg behind. Come on up, bring those arms behind. Bring it down if you'd like. Walk a little left and right, yes, no, all that stuff. And roll on up. Tricep stretch. And switch it out. Cross it over, pull across. Another side. Release and then go up to a nice stable surface and let's stretch out those calves. Stretch it out. And release. We are all done for the day. Congratulations. You made it through another week. Short week. Doesn't matter. Sometimes short weeks are the hardest ones of all because you gotta fit it all in your designated amount of work days. Have a great rest of your afternoon, a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.